had asked me to play the organ as they marched in and marched out. And the march was pretty fast. I don't play by heart. It had to be by sight. And I needed somebody to turn the pages, and I thought that would be a nice thing. I know that he's working in the auditorium, moving the curtains, taking care of the decoration and the lights. He's in the little room on the side. The only thing that I need to do is ask him to turn the pages. And he goes, I don't know how to, I don't know music. What am I going to do? I said, I'll tell you.
And she said it with such a smile. And I said, okay. And I turned the pages for her.
And so when I finished playing, I would have to wait almost an hour for the program to go through, and so the logical place to go was the little room. No, I could have gone to the first seat, but it felt better over there. And so he goes and says, I need to go and study, so do you think you could do such and such a thing, and so I can go and study? I said, that's fine, sure. And then he goes, no, I'll just stay and visit with you. So we visited for about an hour, and his questions were going, he was pretty strong, coming on strong.
And, well, that was enough for me that evening. I remember I was going back to my room saying, thank you, Lord. I know this is the one that you want me to marry. And when I got to my room, I remember that my brother was my roommate, and I lay down in my bed, and I had just something like that. I went, oh, wow. And I say to my brother, he was in the room, I said, guess what? My brother did not even look at me. He said, what's her name? And the thing is that we've started dating, and now there was a problem because they did not allow me to go to that side. I told you, especially when you have a girlfriend over there, the regulation in those days, woo, they were very strict. So how can I relate to her? They actually they allowed us to be together for about 2 hours.
2 hours every 2 weeks in a teacher's home or administrator's home under supervision, okay?
Now that diet would kill anybody. I wanted to see her, we were planning to get married. I mean, this was serious stuff, and how can I do to see her more often? So finally, I decided, well, she's in the hospital. Sick people go to the hospital. But I'm not sick. I said, boy, what do I do? Which other people go to the hospital? Well, people that need surgeries. All right. What kind of surgery could I have? If I have a small one, I just go in and out. I have to have a big one.
At that time, the students of theology were also, some of them studying 1 or 2 years of nursing, planning to go more to the mission field like Brazil or other places. And he was taking 1 year of nursing. And they were suggesting, because many of the doctors needed to practice, the interns, the surgeons, and all of that, that all these kids could have an appendectomy as a prevention. If they went to the mission field and they went into the jungle, they would not have a problem. So he enlisted in that program.
And I had my surgery. And in those days, I spent 5 days in the hospital. So what is love?
Now, how many of you women say, wow, how romantic? Come on. How many? Yeah. Oh, he really loved her. She's lucky. She's blessed. Now, men, let me ask you something. For whom did my husband have this surgery? For me or for himself? I said, men. Yeah, men, what do you think? For whom did he have the surgery? For me? You're Latino. You think that is love? This guy had that surgery for himself because he wanted to be with me. Do you know that he would go to the door of his room and would have little pieces of chocolate that the friends would bring, and he would put them in his mouth when I was coming with the medications, and he would go, psst, psst, would put it in the mouth, and let's saying, come and break it from my own mouth. He was daring me to break rules, okay? Why was he doing that? For me or for himself? For himself. So when finally